the subject. Joining me now is former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Madam Speaker, thanks for taking the time to be with us during what has become sort of a celebration of President Carter's life. I know you knew him well. Talk to me about your thoughts tonight.
Well, Jimmy Carter, well, we always call him Jimmy Carter even though he was president, came into office with great ideas, but also deep values and a vision for our country that was based on those values. Every president who comes into office, or every executive into governorship or whatever, comes in with a plan and finds out that pretty soon the first thing they have to do is keep the lid on for everything else that's happening. And I think that Jimmy Carter did that very well. Of course, the hostage crisis was really something quite unexpected in terms of how that happened and how they participated in the election of our country by withholding the release of the hostage. But let's just talk about him and Rosalind, because their love, their family and faith and their love were something that were source of strength to them and a joy for the rest of us to behold and benefit from. I knew him when I was opposing him on the election for Jerry Brown for president in 1976. I was sort of the director of the Maryland campaign for Jerry Brown for president, and we carried Maryland, and that was a big deal. But what was really interesting to me is that after the election, Jimmy Carter won and became president of course, when he was our nominee, we were all for him, became president of the United States, he would call me with great frequency and say, "You have a friend forever." It just all was forgotten. And a friend forever I valued. I was honored to be at his and Rosalind's 75th wedding anniversary, and what greater compliment could I get than to be included in that celebration. But the thing is that he was, almost saintly in his goodness in terms of how he respected the presidency, how he respected the United States of America that he had served both militarily and in public office. And that was something quite remarkable, and again carried forth in his post-presidency, which you have said, well, everybody knows that was good. We want to know how good the presidency was. He was a pioneer in certain respects. Remember the sweater? He knew that there was something happening with the environment that we had to be in charge of and not just respond to. All of the issues that relate to human rights as related to national security, he was willing to champion, even though some thought that they were soft issues. They weren't. So who knew Jimmy Carter before the election, before he decided to run? But we did know when he became president that a person of vision and values and capability had taken charge. And again, with any president, world events have a way of influencing how your presidency goes. And of course, the Iran hostage issue affected the way the public viewed his presidency in the end.
Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, thank you so much for taking the time to share your perspective and on this, what is a celebration of President Carter's life. We appreciate it.
Thank you for doing that. His life is a cause for celebration. Thank you so much.
All right, Madam Speaker, absolutely.
Bye-bye.